Today is January 8th, 2010, and this is John Wavra in Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm talking to Mike Chalifoux. And Mike,
Right.
you're in, is it Parkersburg, Pennsylvania?
Parkland.
Pennsylvania. We are going to go through about 40 minutes of video that Mike took in 1966-67 when he was at Quan Loi, Vietnam. Okay, Mike, I've got your permission to tape this conversation.
Yes, you do. Now we're showing the Quad 50. Those are in the back.
Mike, where did you get this camera from, and when approximately did you get it?
I don't know when I got it. It was shortly after I landed over there, but my aunt sent it to me. I don't even know what possessed her to send it to me.
You didn't get this camera then until you got to Quan Loi then, huh?
Right. I was
Okay, that's where you
already
started.
out in the field when I got this. Now, like I was saying, none of the helicopters were stationed with us. We didn't have any aircraft stationed with us at all because it was just a landing strip. Everything that came and it stayed a while and then left, it would take on fuel and armament. There's myself right there in my tent. I lived up on the runway in case, well, I kind of operated the runway. I took care of the fuel and all. And I'm guessing that was the clubhouse behind me. And here's a guy that ran the food depot, the rations. And the guy on the side of the pickup truck was just a helper that we would get every now and then. We would get help.
And the names of these guys who just got lost in your memory, something like that, right?
Right. Well, that's myself and the guy that ran the fuel, the food depot. I don't know how we ended up doing what we did. We weren't in the same group. We weren't in the same company or anything. We were just sent out there as detail men and ended up working together. And everybody else came and went. Him and I stayed there. We were there a good majority of the time, just the two of us.
So what patch did you wear? Were you guys under the 1st Infantry Division then?
We
at all?
were 1st Infantry, yes.
You were, okay. So basically you were just from different kinds of units then.
Right. I was a truck driver at Xeon. I was a truck driver stationed in Xeon. Now here's a refrigeration unit they had brought out. This didn't stay there either. This was only brought out for an operation. They ran a lot of operations out of there. There was El Paso 1. They were El Pasos were the ones that I remember. And that was myself coming out of the freezer. And here again, I have a fascination with the Quad 50s. This is an urban group coming in to take fuel, and we would give them fuel.
So you ran the fuel depot there then, right?
Right, I ran the fuel depot. I would take fuel. These 55-gallon drums would come in. Well, this is, they came in on a C-130, and they would drop the whole skids. But before that, they would come in by C-123s and just roll the drums out. I'd roll the drums over, pump them into the bladders, and then fuel up the tanks and any other vehicle. I could fuel up aircraft like this. Yeah, I believe they ran on aviation gas. The bubble job helicopters ran on aviation gas. The Jeeps ran on MoGas. The tanks ran on diesel fuel, except for the vehicle tank retrievers, VTRs, they ran on gasoline. This is one of the fixed wings aircraft that came in. I think this is a Mohawk. See, there's the drums of fuel that I would get and have to line up. I'd pump these things empty and then fill them with water or dirt so that we could put them around the bladders of fuel and protect them.
You must have went through a lot of fuel there, huh?
Yes, these were full. I haven't unloaded them yet.
Wow, that's a lot of fuel.
Yes, it was. But this is later on into the operation. And that's that roll there, that round thing is, these things here held 500 gallons of fuel, and you could hook a tow bar to them and tow them behind a Jeep or a three-quarter pickup truck. That's a 10,000 gallon bladder. And you can see the drums that I have around them. They were filled with water to protect them from mortar rounds. I had a mortar attack, and I had a mortar round actually land between two of them bladders, and it just popped open like a piece of popcorn. And they were the Vietnamese that they had working for us around there. Here are Montagnards. This was a shot of a Montagnard village that was in our area that I was in for some reason. Must have been on a patrol.
This was pretty close to Quan Loi.
Yes, these people have it hard.
They pretty friendly?
Yes, they were. They were better allies. These were more friendly than the other Vietnamese. If there's a caste system, these people would have been the lowest caste, I believe.
I think they still regard them.
Yeah, they had it tough.
So this is a tribal existence here.
Right. That's their dinner.
Is that rice?
I don't know if it was rice or what it was. I don't think it was rice. I don't think it was. They were drying it. Whatever it was something they were drying. Look at this poor guy.
Definitely a case of osteoporosis or something.
They were hard workers.